Hello everybody, this is Matt with Copper Owl Coins, and you're getting a look at a large mail call that we got from American Eagle Horder. And you're also getting a little bit of a view of my messy desktop, so ignore that while you can. We're going to take a look at some of the things that American Eagle Horder sent. If you haven't checked out American Eagle Horder, he just passed 500 subs. He's on his way to new milestones of 600, 700, 800. Eventually hoping to get to 1,000 subs, just like most of us. So please throw some support his way if you can. As you can see, we have a mix of things here. We have coins, a bunch of silver, some pennies, a statue, and some 3D printed items that he sent along. So let's start with those. And a nice little note, thanks for watching AEH. So we'll start with these back here. These are little discs that he makes when he transitions from one color to the next to kind of clear the tube of the material that's being printed. So if he needs to change colors or change projects, then it's easier to kind of print one of these out. They make cool little discs, and let me pick one out here, kind of show you. Kind of starts off as one color and ends up as another color, and you can kind of see that break along the side there. So pretty cool stuff. I don't know, we might find a way to use those creatively in our stream, but he wanted to send these along, so I had good examples to show you guys of the color selections that are available out there. So if you have any questions about 3D printing, American Eagle Horder, he's got a bunch of printers now, so he can fill a lot of orders if you're interested. Another item that he made that was really interesting, I've got it partially unscrewed, is this little container box. And you can see it's threaded. That's all 3D printed. And it just makes for a nice little, it almost reminds me of like a little skull can or something for chewing tobacco, but not a product that I would endorse. I never used it myself, but kind of cool to see how it comes together. And it looks just like that, a little bit of a reeded edge, so a little nod to the coins there as well. If you can imagine something elongated here to form a container and a screw-on cap, you'd have a pretty cool coin container, which I know he can make those and has made some, and he's working on different models of that. So there, pardon me, allergies are really kind of crazy right now. We have a couple of these easels here. This is the more standard easel, but this one had a little bit of problem during manufacturing, so it shifted, and it probably won't break because I did that. But you can see if something gets loose with the 3D printer, sometimes it can create this shift. It kept going, created kind of a cool, awkward design, but I think we could still hold something in that. Another idea that we had was the same easel that you see here, not shifted, a little wider base, but these big feet out front. And what we decided with these was the 5-ounce silver rounds or something larger like that are really cool to set in these. They don't get obscured by the feet, and it's a nice big base for holding something. And when I say we, American Eagle Horder, Partridge Family Prospecting, and I, and several others on AEH's streams, we would get together and just kind of kick around ideas, sometimes in a live format, sometimes kind of behind the scenes, but some cool ideas there. I'm gonna come over here. Here's one that had a couple little issues on the back side of it. No big deal there. Those are correctable. But this first attempt is a shell with kind of the incognito glasses and mustache look there. So we thought it was pretty darn cool to see something like that. And Muscle Shell may have been the inspiration behind that one. So kind of cool stuff with that. Just a good example of what can be made. And speaking of cool examples of what can be made, this dragon is beyond cool. It fully articulates, as you can see there. You can wrap his tail around. You can wrap him around kind of like dragons in a movie protecting their gold. But you can see here, really, really amazing detail on something like that. So 3D printing is a really cool hobby to have, maybe even a bit of a business someday. So let's come down to the silver, and let's take a look at, okay, I think I've got 9 40%ers we got from Seated Rolls that he does, I believe, on Sunday evenings. So check those out. Got the trifecta here of 64 Kennedy, a Benji, and a Walker. I think those were all from either Seated Rolls or other giveaways. I got the 2013 American Silver Eagle. No surprise that comes from somebody with the name American Eagle Hoarder. Got a little bit of tone around it, not too bad. Something extra for the collection. And then looks like a ½ ounce of silver round, and then either a 1/4 or a 1/10 ounce. I think it's 1/10 ounce silver round there. Keeping with some silver, we got a couple of book fillers for these Roosevelt dimes. I'm making a Roosevelt dime book. We've got, I think, all the modern ones. We're just looking to fill some spots in the silver side. We got a couple of interesting $50 here. This one has some damage to it, some post-mint damage. He called it a shot Kennedy. Little morbid humor there, but that's okay. I kind of get it, and probably have said the same thing in the past anyway. There's a little bit of a dimple right above the D, but oddly enough, it is in line with the top of that scar there, but not where it's deepest. So kind of interesting to wonder what happened with that one and what caused it to do what it does, but you can see some of the copper core there exposed. Got an 1987, I believe it's a Philly, NIFC, very cool. Got a copper coin here, copper round. Looks like this is going to be from the 3rd presidency, so that would be Thomas Jefferson. And if we turn it around, yes indeed, Thomas Jefferson is up there. So it looks like it's a little bit of a memorial type coin. Cool, cool pattern after the early coinage between 1801 and 1809. I have a 1/4 here, nothing too special about it other than it's the last one that I needed to complete the National Park series. I believe it's in Acadia, Philadelphia, from Maine. And I did have a complete book when I went to Grove, to the Grove show. But there was a older gentleman that was looking for 3 quarters in particular to help his son complete an album. What can I say? I had a soft spot for the guy. I broke out my complete set to sell him a couple of them for a reasonable price. And this is the last one I haven't recovered yet. So thank you for helping me complete that book. Got about a ½ roll of wheat pennies here, including 3 of them are steel. And I believe the oldest one was about 1918, and we had one from the 30s, but otherwise the rest of them are 40s and 50s. And this is a little hard to see in this light, but as you can see, this is a United States Mint, silver round, commemorating 100 years of the Boy Scout program. As you may know, I've been pretty active in Boy Scouts with my sons. Never was a Boy Scout or a Cub Scout myself, but I've filled several roles as an adult leader with the Boy Scouts to help them through the program, and so far so good. We have 1 Eagle, another one working on Eagle, and another one that's a little earlier in the process of advancing. So all cool stuff. And finally, we're going to come back to this guy. I was not expecting to see this. As you know, copper owl coins, I gotta have some owl stuff, but I didn't expect to get this. Just kind of a neat little ceramic statue of an owl. Looks like he's got his eye on you. Yeah, something like that. He's gonna put 2 eyes on you. But a very cool little extra in there. We'll definitely set him up to where we can take a look at him while I'm working or doing some of the stream items. Very cool stuff. Thank you so much for that. And you know what? Just kind of zooming back out here, that's quite a haul. It took me almost 10 minutes to describe it, And you know, that's always a good thing when we have a mail call this big. I hope you'll leave a thumbs up that you like this particular video. If you have any comments, please leave those. And as always, we're looking to add more subs as well. So if you believe you've subbed in the past, please confirm that you still have a sub with us. I'd hate to, you know, not be reaching you with our weekly content. If you haven't had a chance to sub us, I would ask that you please consider doing so. We're on our way to 750. I think we're about 15 short this morning. So every sub counts. When we get to 750, we're going to have a lot of giveaways to enjoy during a little bit of a celebration. So let's get there as soon as we can. I'm looking forward to it. Be a part of it, and we'll talk to you again real soon.